Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? Radiant season 2. Amazing, amazing stuff. I was actually kind of mad this week. I had a reason to be mad because I was sitting here watching this episode, and I am so completely distracted by how much time we have already spent throughout it. I'm thinking we're about to get a full blown nemesis fight and see all this stuff play out, and then boom, to be continued. I was like, wait, I have not watched no 20 minutes or 21 minutes of episode, and I looked and it was. This was always what happened to me with season 1. The show has such a way of keeping you enticed, or like asking questions and just wondering what's truly going to align up so simply and so thoroughly through with these shows that are with Radiant, I should just say. Um, it feels like I wasn't watching that long of anything. Like everything felt so smooth in the case of how they're trying to put Seth in the detective's chair, and he's looking for any clues of the Radiant throughout these people who, clearly worship a man who searched for it. So why not? Why wouldn't they have any idea of, like what's actually what and what? And lo and behold, they don't. They don't. Well, they don't allow anyone that's not a knight or that's capable of getting in the castle. No one is allowed to see the library that might have any of the documents about those said characters. So it's one of those things where now if you question anything in this capital, they have people that will snuff you out and will be the first ones you have to deal with if you cause any problems, which are these knight sorcerers. Which even though they're knights and whatever, like they own these titles, I still don't think the inquisitors or like the people who hate sorcerers would still be like open arms to these people, right? I think just because they have these titles in this town, it makes them that like privileged and stuff. But in other places, they might still be just your normal sorcerer going around and helping people out, take out nemesis, when really in their town they're like famous gods. So it's gonna be interesting to see just where they allow these characters to play around with Seth and stuff, because he's gotten relatively easy access into being a knight, right? And without him having any registration, or maybe even writing Seth down on that paper and he got declined and then somehow still becomes a knight, they have already put this whole notion that what he is doing is absolutely breaking the law, or is 100% going to have backfire if anything goes wrong. Excuse me. And because of that, it leaves this notion of, okay, well, if any of this backfires, if any of this stuff does happen, what does Seth actually, excuse me, what does Seth actually, do to do to this town to get out? Or is this new friend that he supposedly met, like the two friends he's met in this town, I guess I can't call them friends yet. One, they're both just acquaintances. Two people he's met so far that seemingly have his intentions good. Like they don't seem like they're gonna be bad to him. I don't know. I'm just taking a guess, but at the same time, it feels like anything does go in this show like it's supposed to, and I always enjoy that part of Radiant. That they play with these characters' identities and their overall charisma and thoughts to maybe use them against Seth, or to use them not against Seth, because we saw that he met his master is the main reason why he can like fight much better that he found in the other town. So what could this are these people in this new town, the the Doc and the Merlin or whatever, to him from the other town, because clearly someone is angry at Seth and she don't want to talk to him at all. So that's understandable. I think, but the way that they conveyed it this week compared to compared to the way you're supposed to take it, is a very smart and clever thing they're doing, because instead of being like, oh yeah, she hates him and she's been abandoned and he's an idiot for abandoning her, they're playing more or less on the role that she is really hurt in the case of she was standing so far away and could not help in the battle. And that's someone that would have been the complete opposite every time. He could jump into any battle and be right up front, trying to save people. So it's these types of things that Seth conveyed. He's not angry at her, but she's some reason angry at him. Um, it's very interesting on how they played this little back and forth that they had between each other, this citing of each other and not really acknowledging one another. But with all that being said, I am super dead. Wait. Oh, I love you. This is why I brought you in the video. This is why. I will definitely talk to you guys in the next one. I hope you guys are having an amazing night, day, evening, whatever the case may be when you're watching this. I am your boy, the Anime Jay, and I will definitely talk to you in the next one. So with all that being said, take care and peace.